Virgo, this is a warning. I tell it straight. Y'all tell it straight. Y'all don't necessarily like when people tell it to you straight, but there's the only way I know how to tell it. So this week, I'm going to go over the astrology with you. It is not a simple, basic week. And I swear to God, if you have a contentious relationship with your mother, you're about to set that bitch straight by the end of the week. I'm just going to let you know. Like, it's all going to come out. It's all going to come out. Or, like, stuff maybe that she's been keeping from you. All revealed. You have a lot of energy focused around family now because Mercury is in Cancer. So, yes, Virgo, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign. There's always an extended reading, so I invite you to come along with me and join me for a deeper reading. And that link is below, or you can join the Unbound membership here on Born Without Boundaries Tarot and get access to all the extended readings forever, as many as you want, all the time, plus all the other channel perks. So consider that. I have a second YouTube channel, Virgos, called Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above where you can join me for a daily tarot card reading. Monday through Friday, I go live and I do a general reading live chat. So it's a ton of fun. I hope you can join us. And last but not least, Virgo content comes out every single Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you guys know when I upload your favorite content. It'll just make it easier for you because you'll get the alerts. Let's get back into the astrology. Am I concerned? No. I actually think this is an extremely powerful week for you where you actually finally get a grip. Listen to the sirens because they're telling you something. It's like when you get a grip on shit that you've been struggling with and just can't struggle with no more. It could be father figure, mother figure, because you have run-ins with Saturn and Pluto along the way, and Mercury is in Cancer now, which means you're going to be figuring out a lot of shit when it regards to your family, especially the family you were raised in. Yes, absolutely. Well, I was going to say it can impact the family that you're raising, of course, but it's like the family you were raised in and how it impacts how you're raising your family if you have one now. If you don't, it's still how it has impacted you and how you still feel like pressured, set upon, put upon. Pluto is in Capricorn, and during this full moon in Capricorn on the 13th, that's next Wednesday, Mercury is conjunct the sun. Mercury conjunct the sun is a brilliant time when everything becomes very clear to you and you are very confident about how you feel about yourself and you don't want to hide shit anymore. This is happening in direct opposition to the moon conjunct Pluto, which is all about your psychic energy, your psychic ability, maybe even your magical powers, plain and simple. It's a very powerful spiritual time. And it's also a confrontational time. Mother energy, moon energy. Moon energy is very related to the mother. Any deep-rooted things that were happening with your mother, with Pluto, especially if they're Scorpionic. They have strong Scorpio placements in their chart. But any of them, just anything that has been deep down inside of you. It is coming out. It's bubbling up to the surface. You're done with it. It's a full moon. You're finished and you're letting it all out. You got the confidence. You don't care anymore. Because all week before this, you have been square. Mercury has been square to Chiron. And it's like the suffering is enough. Tired of not feeling good enough. Tired of feeling like I'll never be good enough. Tired of feeling like I'll never figure this out because I'm always being judged or somebody's always being critical on me. Or that I just don't deserve things. And all of a sudden, shit starts to make sense, I think, through a direct confrontation with whoever it is that has made you feel this way, even if they have passed over into the spirit world. Oh, yes, because that Neptune is in retrograde. That means the veil is pulled back. Think almost like Samhain later on, near like Halloween, when the veil is pulled back. That's what happens when Neptune is in retrograde. The veil is pulled back. that mystery isn't so mysterious, and you see the inner workings of things. That is sextile to this moon conjunct Pluto. Dude, shit is revealed. It's coming out. And especially through the spirit world. So if there's some kind of connection or contact or speaking or talking that you do normally to the spirit world, expect that communication to come through loud and clear, especially through your dreams. If this person is still very much on earth, then expect that it's like you're going to draw them to you just so that you can confront them. This confrontation had to happen. This emotion, these feelings, stuff that maybe you couldn't handle. Could even be talking to a psychologist, talking to a healer of some sort. Like finally having the courage to get this done or to convince somebody else to get it done. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the step forward and the breakthrough that you are finally ready for, achieving, or successful at. Like, it's very big because it helps you move on with your life, especially feeling better about yourself. The square to Chiron is a very challenging aspect because you always feel wounded. You always feel like you can't think of yourself as good enough. Well, you don't have to be good enough. You don't have to ever be completed. You just have to keep going. So that's your strategy for this week. Just keep going. But something that has just kept going that you've been enduring for all this time, you're done. You're confronting it. Because you've been enduring it for long enough. And I got to say, I don't think you're taking the shit anymore. Especially by Wednesday, that full moon, there could be just a pop-off explosion. Done is done. Something is done. Let's get into the cards. Virgo. 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 This is where we begin. Of course, because you're conjunct the sun, and you are going to have courage, and you're going to be out front, and you're going to be seen. You want to be seen, you want to be heard, you're going to be out front, wave it in the air like you just don't care. You don't give a fuck. You have the courage, and you have the authority over your heart. That Mercury conjunct the sun is going to make so much just clear for you. It's going to just give you that sort of like, boosh, atomic bomb in your chest. Like, open you up to really, really just having the courage and the energy to be able to confront the future, look at the future, not be afraid of the future. It's like your heart opening up in a way. And then we have, something new is beginning. Trust in the magic. Be generous of spirit and trust in the magic. It's almost like you're going to have the courage to do something that you normally wouldn't do, which is you don't need all the answers. You don't need all the T's crossed or I's dotted. It's not about the details, and it's not about the numbers. It's about what you know and what you feel inside, intuitively understanding it and accepting it and owning it. It even is, in some ways, owning your psychic power or your magical power. You could be casting spells. This is actually a really wonderful moon to do that with, especially that it's in a fellow earth sign. It's in Capricorn. This is like earth energy, earth magic, really getting in touch with how to heal tangibly or using those things around you, those tangible things, herbs, stuff from your garden, dirt. Great stuff. Be generous of spirit and trust in the magic. It's also saying if you've been wanting to help somebody or heal somebody, cast a spell, cast a healing spell. This is when it starts to manifest and work extremely well around that full moon. It's also saying, listen, I'm ready to start something new. I'm having the courage now to try a different thing. And what is that different thing? I don't fucking know. And I don't think you're going to know either. I think that's the wonderful, glorious aspect of this whole week's energy. You're not going to know either. You've just felt so compromised by that Chiron square, that energy for so long, that pain, that suffering. You're willing to do something out of the ordinary. And it's going to work for you. It's going to work for you. Truth transcends illusion. You're coming out in the public. Something is coming out. Information is coming out in the public. You don't care who sees. That's kind of what this card is saying. I don't give a fuck who sees. I am my truth. This is who I am. And ultimately, you're being more social. You're being, yeah, inviting, maybe even meeting new people. Sing your own song. You could be actually singing in public, sharing yourself with public, sharing poetry in public, deciding to perform in public. I don't know what y'all got going on. You're making a speech in public, announcing yourself in public, just being heard and being able to be free to be yourself. This could involve radio too, over the air, a bunch of stuff. But it's almost like you're letting your voice be heard publicly. It doesn't have to be national broadcast. It could just be at a family party, right? Like a family gathering where you finally tell somebody to go fuck themselves and confront them. Like punch the shark. I'm not telling you actually physical violence, but punch the shark means confront the predator. Confront the person who's always after you, always on you, or is somehow always nagging you and making you uncomfortable. That's kind of what it's just like, confront them face on. You're going to have the courage and you're going to have the energy to do this. Then we have, that's why, because you're tired of being diminished. You're tired of somebody talking on you like you ain't good enough, or that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or they're always belittling you in some way or compromising your integrity in order to sort of maybe make themselves shine. This is the confrontation. This is it. I'm reclaiming my power, standing in my strength, believing in myself, and saying what I need to say. Now, Virgos usually don't have problems saying what you need to say unless it's to a mother figure or somebody in your family. When it comes to your family, they're kind of your weak spot, you know, because they're your primary community. Virgo 11th house is Cancer. They're your primary community. Leo 12th house is a mystery to you. Like your sense of self or your sense of purpose it's hard for you to know. That's why you always end up running other people's stuff, because it's the hardest to find your purpose in life. And usually it's only through like art or creativity that you can actually find it, if you allow yourself to take that risk. I feel like in some ways you're allowing yourself to take that risk now. You're reclaiming everything about who you are and you're announcing it. And no bones about it. And I swear to God, I just heard this in my head. Somebody's going to pipe up and try to rip you down and be sarcastic and derogatory and be snide the way that they always were. And you ain't going to give a fuck. It doesn't matter who it could come from, grandma. You ain't going to give a fuck. You're going to be like, listen, bitch. I have taken your shit enough and your mouth is going to close now. This is my time. I swear to God, that's what you're going to do. Because you're not going to take the crap anymore. You're just not. And it's so wonderful because you know what? Some sharks need to be punched. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You see clearly now. Bam. Like you're not afraid of the dark. That's what the wisdom. That's the thing about Chiron is Chiron gives you wisdom. Because it shows you your own personal limitations, your own personal strengths. It shows you, it makes you face fear. It makes you face suffering. And because of that, you're not as scared as you used to be when you come onto the other side of it and you know how to heal. This is also, you could be taking guidance from somebody. Like I said, you could go to a counselor, you could go to a therapist, you could go to it could just be somebody that you meet that's wise and giving you advice, taking the advice, listening, and they'll help to clarify things for you. Sweet results await. So if you do get this kind of therapy or intervention, it's going to lead to a wonderful breakthrough. Also a sense of, because you see the way, it's like you understood what you need to work on now. And doing it is going to lead to something real sweet. Because it's like the answers to those problems that you didn't have solutions for, and they kept nagging at you and you couldn't figure them out. This is you working through it, and the work pays off. Be fearless and bold. And this is what you are this week. It's just like overwhelming, like you normally wouldn't be this way, but you are. A sense of self, finding a sense of self, a sense of self-esteem, a sense of self-worth, and just a confidence. Also self-care, realizing how much you deserve it. It's also saying that you're starting to see results about something you have been working for. So if you have been working really hard on something to take care of yourself, you're going to start to see tangible, measurable results, which I think also by the end of the week. So that also gives you a confidence boost because you're like, wow, the hard work was worth it, right? Okay. Damn. This is a good week. Cancer had a good week too. We have, something through technology. I don't know if you're making a spiritual connection, watching tarot videos online. Your sense of self was compromised, so you started reaching for faith. You felt maybe worn down or dragged back or dragged down, like your energy was gone, or that it's like you couldn't fight anymore. You were just sick of the fight. So you turned to prayer, you turned to faith. You turned to a quieter modality, also creativity. This is also a sense of whatever was weakening you, the illusions or delusions that were weakening you. That could be even lies other people told you about yourself. That because you were young, you believed. Like all those delusions, it's like the delusions are becoming clear. The illusions are becoming clear. You're starting to realize them. This is clarity of mind. This is Atlantis. This is usually something online or through technology. Maybe technology is helping you connect. I don't know. You could be even using one of those counseling apps. Something as simple as that. Could be watching YouTube videos and tarot card readers. But it's almost a sense of Uranian energy. And Uranus is a major player this week too. Especially around that full moon. I think that Mercury conjunct the sun is sextile to Uranus. So it's almost like, it's like something comes to light through a technological development, advancement, or breakthrough. And it becomes obvious. But how does that impact you? It just gives you a possibility where you didn't have a possibility before. You could be self-publishing on Amazon. Something like that. It's like technology is helping you kind of expand and broaden yourself and reach outside of a comfort zone, or where maybe you never thought you would be seen or could break through. All right, let's try. We got to get a moon card. We got to get a moon card, Virgo. Hold your vision. That's what it says. It's hard. I think it's big. Because, I'm sorry, like when I get all this, my stuttering starts to start again. I'm so sorry. So we have hold your vision. Hold your vision means you're halfway there. You know what this card means? It's a good time, Virgo, for you to look back and remind yourself how far you've come. And all that you've been through, because you have suffered a lot. And that square to Chiron is going to make it real clear and real obvious why it had to happen. If anything comes of this week, you will see the purpose for all the suffering because it gave you clarity for what's going on in your life right now. And so ultimately, Virgo, understand that you have come this far. You've come too far to only come this far. You have come this far. You've worked really hard and look it, you're halfway there. Keep going, it's saying. It's not about what lies ahead. It's about that what lies ahead is different. It's you because you're different. Because what you've been through has changed you. And if you've achieved this much and come this far, why stop now? I feel like by the end of this week, you're going to be more determined than ever. Somebody was trying to break you down. Somebody was trying to make you doubt yourself. Of course, you're going to confront that motherfucker. And then from this point on, it is going to get so much easier. Right? To complete your task and to keep going forward. Hold on. What do you want me to ask? Okay, we're going to get these. Oh, we got to get the Virgo card. Chop wood. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working. We have no place like home. No place like home. You're doing work on your home. You may be this may be the actual structure of your house. And don't let nobody else tell you what to do with your house. This may be, you're working on your home, cleaning up your home. This is also a good time for house cleaning or cleaning up family shit. Bottom line, you got work to do? Do it. Do it. Cleaning up that family crap. working hard, focusing on your home and your family. And you've got support. Maybe in places where you didn't even realize that people had your back, but you do have friends that care. This could be invite friends over for like a spring cleaning or a summer cleaning, or maybe you're inviting friends over like a paint party, you know, like they're painting your walls and you're giving them beer and pizza. It's kind of like that. It's like have people gather around to help you do this housework. It's going to rejuvenate you and heal you in a way, because you realize I got a family of my own creation, not just whatever shit I came from, you know. And even if you didn't come from shit, this is a sense of gathering people around. It is a good time to be social. It is a good time to be communal. Like get yourself out there so that you can see how many people really, really care about you and really support you, and that you're not alone. Virgo, it's so easy for you guys to get isolated, but something that you all really, really like is house parties. So get the party going, especially if you got housework to be done. Call people over, buy some food, get some video, get whatever, have them all over. You'll clean shit up together. You'll work hard together. They will help you and you will have fun doing it. Or this is a sense of after you have confronted your family shit, you're going to need to be around friends, because you're going to need to realize you're going to need that support system that reminds you, I belong to more than one group, and I can belong to a group of my choosing as well. You're getting your power back, and that's what this is all about. Is just because there's hardship and crap being thrown at you, that could be the time when you reminded of your power the most. So let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys there.